two assignments which are pending, I did not even answer. This is one assignment, almost 2 days back I have given this. Has anyone tried in the class? This assignment I asked you, based on my values which I'm going to change here, okay, then that area must highlight here with a different color. I asked you for that. You may need to use row function, column function, and function. And you should anyway use the conditional formatting. Has anyone tried this, or you want me to give the answer? Has anyone tried this? Hello. Can you please put in the chat box, has anyone tried this? Has anyone got the answer for this? No. Okay. Okay, let me explain you. Friends, we'll try, sir. We'll start the fresh concept. Sudhir, I would like to cover this because a couple of important aspects I want to cover here. How and function, R function, and other things will work. Okay, we'll do one thing. Okay, I'll give probably another one day. Tomorrow I'll give the answer for this then. Is this fine? This assignment only. Now I'll just close this. Okay, I'm just giving you another day. Please try this because I've given this assignment not just like that. In this, you need to seriously look into the power of row function and column function. So let me just close this. And at least let me give the answer for the yesterday's one. How many of you solved this? Okay, this anyway, you can easily do it. Let me quickly write the formulas one after other for this. If you see here, but with index and match, how can I get the result by looking into this as a table? Very simple. I can just go here, equal to index. I want my results are here actually, comma, then I need to have a row number. What is the row number? Match. So match, which value I should look for? I should look for this value. Where I should look for? I should look into this area. Okay, but here the very important thing is, earlier I have taken 0 because it's an exact match. Now I should take less than or greater than. I should take less than. Why? If it is less than this, then consider that means below range. When you want to take the above range, then you need to put -1 so that greater than. So this is array is over, row number is over, then column number is, am I need to give column number here? Not required. Why? Because it is only having one column. So once you enter and copy and paste, absolutely you can get the same result. Okay, now can we quickly write the formula for VLOOKUP choose? Friends, I'm going little faster because the same concept I have covered yesterday. This I have given you as an assignment. So lookup, VLOOKUP, lookup value. Now what value I need to look for? This value. Then use the choose function. How many columns I should have? 1, 2. What must be my first column? This must be my first column. Then what must be my second column? This must be my second column. This will give you a table having 2-column matrix, then comma. Out of these 2 columns, in which column your answer is lying? Second column. Are you looking for exact match? If you put a comma 0, everywhere you will find not available because that value is not there. So what I'm going to keep here? 1, because it's an approximate match. Absolutely correct. Same thing, equal to VLOOKUP, look for this value, then I need to use if function. I want to tell to Excel, consider the true value, then false value. Then true value here is what? I want my first column must be this. So this is the true value. And I want my second column must be this. And this is the false value. Okay, close bracket. Comma 2, comma 0. If you put 0, that means it is an exact match. It will not work. So what I need to do, I should put the approximate match 1. This is the assignment for this is the result of the assignment. This is also one of the assignment I have given. This one, how many of you tried and got the answer? How many of you tried and got the answer for this? Anyone? Okay. Friends, in this case, if you observe, instance number is the excess thing which I may need to consider in my formula. If I want to consider instance number in my formula, I should also have an instance number for every item here. Yes. Now what I'd be doing, see, if you observe the VLOOKUP function limitation, try to understand. Now, one more important point, everyone please concentrate. The limitation of the VLOOKUP function. I've taken VLOOKUP, then look for this value, then so and so 2, 0, right? When I insert a new column, my answer became 0. That's the problem with the VLOOKUP function. Because when you are trying to select the table, now this is dynamic. This is still I'm looking for the same value. Okay, so it's fine. Now what I need to do, I should have a instance number. Can you tell me the formula through which I can get the instance number here? That means what answers I should get, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Sorry. This is 2, 3. So this is second time, first time, third time, fourth time, second time, fourth time. Okay. Sorry, third time. What formula you would be writing so that these are the answers you are going to get? Can anyone tell? I want to get the instance number in one column. Everyone please concentrate. Very important formula I'm covering. If I want to get the instance number based on the formula, I can simply write a small countif function. Countif of what? This, column this, comma this. You may be surprising because I have just given A2, colon A2, comma A2. What is the meaning of it? In this range, count how many times A2 is coming. Can you tell me what is the answer? In the range of A, I am looking for A. It is coming first time. If I copy this and paste below, again 1. Because now it is taking A3 colon A3. How many times A3 is coming? Once I copy and paste below, still it is giving me 1. Why? Because if you observe, A4 colon A4, A4 is coming only once, which is wrong actually. Here I want 2 as an answer. So what I need to do, instead of taking A2 colon A2, now let me give the dollar symbol for A2. Try to understand. Once you give the dollar symbol for A2, that becomes a absolute cell reference. When it is an absolute cell reference, even if you copy paste, $A, $2 will not change, right? Then A2 is a relative cell reference. That means if you copy and paste below, what will happen? $A, $2, colon A3. That means look into these two cells, count how many times this is coming. Now if I copy and paste below, check it out. Look into these 3 cells, count how many times this is coming. It is coming 2 times out of this entirely. See, this is the formula which is giving me to get the instance number. Now, my job is simple. I'll join this and this. I'll copy this. I'll paste below. Now, I'll just go here. I'll write a VLOOKUP function. Now this time, I'll not just look for this because I have to even look into the instance. I'll join this comma this. Now you will get some value here. Once you join these two and once you get the value, then in which table you have to look? I have to look into this table, comma. In this table, which column you want to extract? Second column, comma, 0, close bracket. enter. Absolutely. Now go and check it out. A third time, A second time, A first time, and so on. If you have any question on this, please let me know. My request for all of you, please practice. If you are not practicing, okay, and just listening the sessions, probably you may understand today, but later after a couple of days, if you're trying to go and understand, you may not get anything out of it. Okay. So my humble request for everyone, because these all are small, small assignments. I surprised, okay, you did not try it. Okay, fine. So this is what the answer for the yesterday's assignment. Now let me save and now let me close. I think friends I have covered the indirect function. Yes or no? Could you please confirm in the chat box? Do you remember the indirect function? Everyone? Oh, great. Now, for 2 minutes, I'll just create a quick example on the indirect function. Now, I request you to solve this. Okay, put the formula in the chat box. I'm just trying to take here 6 sheets. Now, let me select all the sheets at a time. Okay, now let me take company amount A, B, C, D, E, F. Now I'm having amount equal to and between 100 to 1000. Copy paste special values. Friends, if I select all the sheets and write the content, what is the meaning of it? That means the content is for all the sheets. Okay. Now if you observe, I have taken the values in every sheet. So in every sheet, the data is coming now. Okay. But now in every sheet, the data is in the exact position. Now this is G, this is H. Now let's say this is D. Now this is F. I'm just reshuffling the data. Now this is something like, okay, G, this is H. Now this is C, this is A. Now this is something like maybe G, this is H, and other things I'm keeping as it is. Now this is G, H, A, B, C, D. I'm just reshuffling my data. You will get to know what I'm trying to do. Just give me 2 minutes. F, E, D, C, B, A. And let me keep this as it is. Now let's say this is Jan and this is Feb and this is March and this is April and this is May and this is June. Now what I want, I'll take the unique values out of this entire 6 months. So let's take A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Now I'll take the month drop down here. Okay, so how many months I have? Jan, comma, Feb, comma, March, comma, April, comma, May, comma, June. Okay. Now my question is, if I select Jan, I should get the January month values here. If I put here Feb, I should get the Feb values here. I should get March. I don't want the consolidation. You must understand here the question. Now let me save this file on the desktop. Sorry, on batch 9. Now day 14, assignment, indirect function. Okay, so summary. It's not summary, basically it's the value which I would like to get here. Okay, so this I'm trying to give you the assignment. Quickly for 2 minutes, have a glance and try to tell me what type of formulas I should use. I'll just give you 2 minutes time, then we'll go into the text functions today. These all are the applications of the functions till now, whatever we have used. As the time is limited to 40 hours, so I'm not covering in depth into the application. So that's the reason I ask you to seriously practice the assignments. Now, my question is, what formula you can write here and copy paste so that you can get the values for the respective month. So that, for example, later I want to compare April month with, for example, Feb month. I'll just simply copy this and paste here. I'll change the Feb. Automatically, Feb month value should come. That's what my intention is. It need not to be a one function. It can be a procedure also. My request is what procedure you are following. Quickly for 2 minutes, everyone, please put in the chat box. I don't want assignments to spend, increase cumulative increasing one after other. Let me give the answer for this. It's very simple. See, always you need to think in these cases like my formula is must depend on which cell, this cell. So that means somewhere I need to refer this into my formula, right? For example, if it is April, A, where is the April month here? A is this. I want to get this answer. But here the data is not exactly in the same position. If data is not exactly in the same position, I can use VLOOKUP function. Wonderful. Aditya, wonderful. You are almost done. I can use VLOOKUP function, look for this value. Where is the question? You have to directly go here and you have to select this table and you should get me the second column value as an answer. Is it correct? Copy paste. I'm sure somewhere not available are there because some of the values are not there. To overcome this, yesterday I told you there is a function names if error. If this entire result is an error, then take 0. So I'll not get the I'll not get the not available error. Now if I change it to May, do you think it will change automatically? No. Why? Because I was referring the April year directly. It always takes the April. So what I would be doing, instead of April, I should refer this cell. So I need to use indirect function. This, please join with this text. There may be a situation where this column may be entirely big. Some of the cases it may be even 1,000 records also. Very good. That's the reason I'll not take a range. I'll take the entire column, $A, $B. What is the meaning of it? A column and B column, take entire. Try to understand. Okay. Now, because I'm using the ampersand symbol, now let me close the indirect function. Now, because I'm using the ampersand symbol, this entire result is what if I put F9? I'm sorry. Friends, I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second. One second, because my screen got, yeah. Is it visible now? Great. So if I put F9, this is a text. Text of May, exclamation mark. I think on the second day or third day I've covered about name convention of the cell references. Always the name should come, the sheet name, then exclamation mark, then cell name. That's nothing but a range, but it's a text. Which function converts my text into the reference? Indirect function. So just copy paste, that's all. Hey, why, what happened? Now I'm looking for, I'm sorry, I need to even give the reference to B1 also, right? So I should give the reference to dollar so that even May also will copy paste. Great. Now check it out. Go to the May month and check 239, then B447. GH is not there. Check it out. 239, 447, GH is not there. If I put it Fab, go on cross check, EF is not there. 910305. Fab, EF is not there. 910305. Absolutely. These all are the practical, application of the functions. This all you can do it if you understand the function end to end. Okay. In this case, I've used three formulas, three functions. One is if error. If error is I'm using because VLOOKUP may result even the error also. Indirect I'm using why? Because I want my column number must be dynamic. Sorry, sheet name must be dynamic, right? Save. Now let me just close. Now, friends, I'll send that file. Don't worry. Okay. Now let me go into the fresh topic, the text functions. One of the very important set of functions. Text functions. Through these functions, I would also talk about problem solving approach. Okay, when you have a problem, how you need to go into the system and how you need to think. Okay, now I think in the startup functions, I've covered small things. Just give me one sec. Where I have covered the startup functions. Yeah, I'm just checking whether I have covered the lower, upper, small functions or not. Yeah. So these all are the text functions only. In fact, I've covered the text functions. Oh, these all functions are not covered. Exact I have covered. Left, right, mid I have not covered. Okay. Okay, these all I have covered elaborately. Yeah, left function also are covered. Right also are covered. Mid also are covered. Okay, I've taken this example also. I'm just trying to see what I need to cover. I think most of the text functions we have covered. Oh, concat, left, mid. Okay, so great. I think majority are covered. Very few are pending. Now, okay, individually we are covered. That's fine. But now let us look into the application. Now, we'll try to solve one after other. Okay, many case studies here. Let's say there is a name Saran Kumar. There is a name. Uh, Excuse me, I know your name is not this correct spelling mistake, but I'm just giving for a reason. Sudhir Reddy, then Arjun Varma, then Kabir Singh. I'm just giving you a couple of names just to explain this example. Then last, maybe Kiran uh, Khan. This is an example. Friends, if out of this, I want to extract the first word, first name, and last name. I'll give you a couple of assignments, couple of examples through which we'll try to see how the name function help us, text function help us. Now, this is one assignment. The second assignment is, in this case, can you tell me what is the logic? The logic is very simple. In the first name, extract everything before the space, or one more logic, extract 5 characters from the left side. Friends, concentrate more. I'm trying to give you the problem solving approach. When you have a problem, where to start, how to think, and so on. This extracting the first name is having two logics. What is the first logic? Extract everything before the space. Is it correct? Yes, everywhere it is before the space. Now, second one, extract 5 characters from the left side. So, 5 characters from the left side, if you observe, oh, Sudhir Reddy is not having 5 characters, then we'll take different name. Then Jatin Reddy, just as an example. Okay, now left column is having 5 characters. So my one more logic is extract 5 characters from the left side. Why the logic is important, your entire formula will just roam around the logic. If you ask me to solve this, I have given you two logics. That means I can solve the same thing in two methods. But which method you need to adopt? Which is simple, easy, crisp, and clear. Okay. Now, for the time being, let me restrict myself to use this logic. Why logic is more important? Because logic itself will give you lot of parameters. See, 5 is very important. So I'm sure I'm going to use this 5 somewhere in my entire, okay, Excel and entire formula. Now, left is also very important because I'm specifically stretching the left side. So, whatever the formula I'm going to write, I need to use 5 and left, these two. So, here what is the logic? Extract from the left side. So, I'm having a function names left. Select this, comma. How many characters are there? I want to extract. If you ignore the left function, by default, it takes one character. Now, I need to take comma 5 characters. If I want to do the same thing for the last name, so last name, could you please tell me what is the logic in the last name? There are again two logics in my last name. Extract everything after the space, extract 5 characters from the right side. That means even this can be solved by using the by by using the first logic, but in this case I am trying to look into the second logic. In the second logic, what is most important? Extract 5 characters from the right side. So 5 is important, right is also important. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the right function equal to right, look for this value, comma, how many characters? 5. If you ignore the second argument, by default it takes the first character. Now, comma, now I'm keeping 5 so that 5 characters I'm extracting. Now, this is what a simple assignment. In fact, last time itself we have solved. Now, the names are not this. For example, let me keep the name, okay, Amir Khan, then uh, Salman Khan, then, for example, okay, Jagan Mohan Reddy, Chandrababu Naidu. I'm just giving you a random examples. RG Verma. Friends, I have taken a couple of items here. Now, I want you should solve. First, okay, as I told you, first try to understand if you want to solve anything, there are a couple of things. Okay, let's look into the steps in the problem solving approach, especially in Excel. The first step in the problem solving approach, understanding the problem end to end. It's not like in a vague way, we should understand exactly what I want to get. You must know the result by understanding the problem. What is the requirement? Second one, check the check, is there any logic in the requirement, logic in the problem? Because in this world, especially in the applications, no application works without logic. There must be a logic. That means in this case, how the logic applied here, in this case, how the logic applied here, if you observe, just give me one sec. Yeah, in this case, how the logic applied, the logic is extract 5 characters from the left side. That means from every place it is 5 characters only, and so on. Okay, so you must be very careful. So that is what the second one. Third one, check the important aspects in the logic. Why? Because those important aspects may be the parameters in the formula. Parameters in the function are formula. Then, let's say I understood the problem. I found there is a logic. Then I have highlighted what is more important in my logic. Then what is the next one? The next one is identify the function which can, sorry, identify the category, identify the nature of problem, okay, which can fit into Excel category of the functions. My meaning of this is Let's say in these cases, let's say you don't know any function in Excel. You are just trying to solve this. You are not having any idea. If that is the case, how do you directly know that there is a function named left function? How do you know that there is a directly function named right function? So you should not look for the function name. First, what you need to look, what is the nature of this problem? And this problem is fitting into which category? In Excel, there are so many categories we have. Financial functions we have, which talk about the financial in the nature. Okay, tomorrow I'll be covering these financial functions elaborately, almost some 10 to 15 financial functions regularly used for all the finance domain. So financial functions, these all functions talks about financial in the nature only. They're logical functions. Logical functions are again logical in the nature. We have already covered many functions: and function, false function, if function, if error function, if NA function. Okay, I'll cover this all these new functions which introduced in at least 2019 version. Leave about insider 2019 version, like if function, then switch function. Okay, maybe one day, maybe on the last day or before last day. So these all are the logical functions. Text functions, which talk about the strings. That means it talks about the text in the nature. If you want to extract something, join something, combine something, or if you want to find a position from a text, or if you want to count the characters, these all are the text related functions. There are date and time functions are relating to date and time. Lookup and reference functions, very important category of the functions. These functions are talking about either it is looking for a value or getting the result as a reference. Okay, if you observe these functions, I think most of the functions I've already covered. If you look into the column function, then I've covered the formula, text, H lookup, index, indirect, match, offset, rows, transpose, many functions I've covered. This sort by sort, then filter, then unique. These all functions introduced in the 2000 Office 365 dynamic arrays. Okay. So maths and trigonometry, I've already covered many functions out of this, which are very much important. Trigonometry is anyway not required. I've covered round function, round up, round down, ceiling, floor, sum if, and so on. Lot of functions. Then statistical functions, these all are for the statisticians. Okay, statistical in the nature, not very much required for the chartered accountants or maybe finance domain or software engineers like us. This is basically for the people who are looking more into the data science or who are doing descriptive analysis, predictive analysis for them. Engineering functions anyway, not at all required. Cube is into the same category. Information functions talks about information about a particular cell. I think I've already covered a couple of functions: is blank, is error, is even, is it a formula, and so on. In these all cases, your result is always a, okay, always a Boolean value. Compatibility category. The category of the compatibility is after introduction of couple of functions, some of the functions are not relevant. For example, in the text function, they introduced a function names concat. This function is much more advanced with compared to the other functions. When this is more advanced, okay, then there is no relevance for the concatenate function. Then when there is no relevance for the concatenate function, they are not removing, but they are just keeping into the compatibility category. Okay. So when they keep it into compatibility category, the meaning is Excel is trying to tell us, Mr. Sharan, than the functions which are available here, there are another functions which are much more advanced. You better use that. But why they are not removing from the Excel? There is a point. If they remove it, for example, I am trying to open 2007 version. Someone sent me 2007 version Excel file. Okay, I opened here. There is no problem. Now let's say I used concat function. Okay, now I send to some other person. Concat will not apply in his case. Let's say 2007 version, the other person sent to me in his system, in the formula he has written concatenate. When he has written the concatenate, since mine is 2019, as I said, if Excel removes the concatenate, it's not available. If it is not there, I'll get a name error. That's the reason what Excel does. It will not remove the formulas at all. It will just keep it into the compatibility category. Now, if you observe here, than these, there are bunch of functions which are most important than these functions. That means these functions became redundant and these functions are old functions. Okay. Web category is basically if you have any web service related, that means I hope you all understood the concept of web service. Web service is something basically our income tax return is having a web service, right? For example, if you go to the clear tax website and other websites, where you can file the returns, how you can file the return without even visiting into the income tax website, they use the concept of web service. Web service is a process from one system to the other system. You are connecting and getting the information and uploading and doing some action. Okay, even through Excel you can do couple of things. These all are very much advanced for pro users, for people who are into the development side. In fact, we are not into that, so we are not going into this. Why I'm covering the categories nature? Because unless I understand the nature, I'll not get to know in which category I need to look for. That is the reason identify the nature of the problem which can fit into Excel category of the functions. Then identify the correct function which can correct function from the category chosen. Okay, once you identify the function, is the job over? No. Then all other function rules we need to follow. Friends, you follow these 7 steps, everything you can get the answer for every problem. Okay, 90% of the cases people directly jump into this. They'll not go one after other. You have to go sequentially one after other. If you directly try to look into function, okay, maybe one or two things where you know the functions, you'll get the answers. But you cannot follow the functions, friends, because Excel functions are 450 bunch of functions are there. Excel is increasing the functions every version, at least 10 to 15 functions. Having a track of those functions are very difficult. So don't by heart the functions, but understand the function. Once you understand the function, you can go to here, you can see what function is required. You can directly started working on that. Now, my question is, okay, text functions, case studies. Now my question for all of you, what formula I should write? Okay, these all are, or else I'll write Jagan Mohan, because I want to have 5 characters instead of Salman Khan. Let us take anyone uh, who is anything. I'm not finding it. Narendra Modi. Okay, then Sharad Pawar, who are in the news. Okay, so in this case, I want you to extract the first name. Now your logic will not hold good if you say, I want to extract 5 characters from the left side or 4 characters from the left side or 2 characters, because number of characters in the left side are not exactly same. Now what must be your logic? Your logic must be extract everything before the space. Do you agree with me? Is this your logic? Yes. What is most important in the logic? We should identify. Extract is anyway, we are going to extract by writing a formula. Everything before the space. So here, I'm sure there must be a lot of importance for the space. Space is the very important thing, right? So why I need to highlight this? Because whatever the function I'm going to write later, in which I have to refer the space. Now, if I want to extract the last name, what is the logic for that? Same logic. Extract everything after the space. Friends, concentrate the procedure. Okay, I can directly tell you the formula equal to this, and so on. But here I want you should understand, because if I give you the formula directly, probably whenever there is a issue with respect to this type of problem, then only you can solve. If something new, you cannot solve. That's the reason I'm concentrating onto the rules and procedure here. Now, friends, extract everything before the space. That means impliedly I need to extract from the left side only, first of all. Do you agree with me? Yes. When I am trying to extract from the left side, I am sure I need to use the left function. Yes. Now, let me take the left function equal to left. For example, okay, how many arguments are here? Two arguments. Text is the first argument. Second argument is how many characters you want to extract. How many characters in the Amir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put 5, if I control enter, do you think I'll get my answer? No. Why? Maybe in the case of Amir, you got the answer. But in the case of Narendra Modi, no. Why? Because I told to Excel, extract 5 characters from the left side. That means I kept 5 as a constant. Now what I need to do? I should make such a formula so that this 5 must be dynamic. How I can make this 5 dynamic? That means I should write a formula in such a way so that that must give me the number of characters in the first word. Try to understand. I hope you're following me. I need to write a formula in such a way so that the number of characters in the first word should come. So my question now turned from extract everything before the space to how many number of characters in the first word. If I want to count how many number of characters in the first word, there must be logic again for that. That is nothing but space position minus 1 is nothing but my number of characters. Where is the space position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space is the sixth position. If I keep 6 minus 1, I'll get the number of characters in the first word. Here in the second case, what is the space position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 1, 8, and so on. Now here the very important thing is that is leading me to how to find the space position. How to find the position of space, right? Can you tell me what formula I can use here if you have an experience using the text functions? In the entire Excel, two functions give us the position number. Okay, one is the match function, which I've already covered. Second one is the find function. Okay, find function returns the position number of the text we are looking for. Okay, how to find the position of the space. Now let's look into the syntax of the find function. Equal to find. Excel is saying, Sharon, I'll find it. First you tell me in which text I have to find in this text. Comma. Sorry. Find. What you want to find? I want to find the space. Why I kept in double quotation? Because space is text. This space in which text you want to find within text, I want to find here. Do you think third argument is mandatory? Optional. How do you know that square bracket is there? Let me close it. Friends, don't confuse. The text functions are very powerful, especially when you're trying to validate the data. Maybe in the case of PDS or GST or whatever, whatnot, every situation you're going to use. Now try to understand. I'm asking Excel find this value within this value, then it will look for that value in this cell. It will give you the position number. Now, is it a space? No. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth position. Enter. Your answer is 6. For example, now let me take the formula text so that you can understand. Now, for example, equal to find space, where this time I want to get it from here. Close bracket. What's your answer? Now after Narendra, I need to get the space. So how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is my answer because my position of the space is 9. And so on. Now let me try to use the third argument. Okay, let's say there is a name Samantha I have taken equal to find. I want to find A within this. Can you tell me what is the answer here? Put in the chat box. Find A within this. What is the answer? Can you put in the chat box? Simple. My A position from the left side. 1, 2. So my answer is 2. Right. So, for example, you may be asking the question, Mr. Sharon, even the fourth character is A. Eighth character is also A, right? Correct. Find function is having a limitation. Okay. Find function is having limitation. Two limitations actually. What are they? One, it always finds from the left side. Second one, it always finds the first occurrence of the value of the text we are looking for. That means if the value is, let's say space is coming second time, it will not look. A is coming second time, it will not look. Find always finds more than, find always finds from the left side. It always finds the first occurrence of the text which we are looking for. Okay. Now, let me take the same example of Samantha. Try to understand. Now, equal to find, I want to find A within this. Now, I want to keep the third argument. What Excel is trying to tell, it always finds from the first character. Now third argument is I can tell to Excel which character which character from which I want to start. I want to start from third character. If I start searching from the third character, can you tell me where is the immediate A? Here is the immediate A. Then if that is the case, what is the answer in this case? My answer is 4. So if you get this, the same thing for example, equal to find, now I want to find A where within this, and I want to start now from fifth character. If I want to start from the fifth character, from here 1 2 3, no, you should not count like that. It is always counting from the left side. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So my answer is 8. Okay, now equal to find, I want to find A within this. Can you tell me what's my answer? In this case, it is not available. Sorry, value error. Why? You must understand that find function is the case sensitive function. So what is an alternative for the find function then? Then search function is not a case sensitive function. So find and search exactly operates the same. But find is a case sensitive, search is not a case sensitive. Try to understand. Now you got the meaning of the find function. Why we disconnected? Because here we want to, here our clue is space. So I want to extract everything before the space. That means first I need to find where is the space. Find space where in this. So these are my answers. 6, 9, 6, 7, 3. Are these the number of characters you are going to extract from every cell? No. It's not 6. I'm going to extract 5. It's not 9. I'm going to extract 8. It's not 6 again. I have to extract 5 and so on. Now I'm going to put -1 so that this is exactly matching to the number of characters which I would like to extract. Right? Now, friends, I had to solve the problem. Now I just got the number of characters which I want to extract. Can I keep this into my left function second argument? Yes. Left function now look into this cell for these many characters. This is a nested function. Okay. So you got your answer. So that's the reason If you start looking into the problem solving approach and steps, you can solve anything. No question in Excel that this cannot be solved, because as long as logic is there, everything can be solved. Some of the cases, sometimes our question may not be having a logic. If that is the case, it will not work. But logic, if you feel there is a logic in your example or maybe question, 100% Excel can solve. Okay, this is my promise as well as challenge also. So, because logic is very important, obviously, right? When there is a logical sense to think, a bunch of Excel functions are there. May not be one function can directly give you the answer, but if you join 2 to 3 functions together, you'll get your answer. Okay. Now, friends, what formula I would write here to get the answer? Quickly, I'll give time for 2 minutes. Tell me the answer in the chat box. Now, what is the logic? Extract everything after the space, right? If I tell this, I'm sure everyone immediately start writing right, because I need to start from the right side. Look for this value. Then in this, how many characters? Sorry. Find, open bracket, find what? Text within this. Okay. Then you'll keep the -1, enter. Do you think you'll get your answers? Wrong. Why? If you observe, if my find result in this case, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 minus 1 5, right side 5 characters, 1 2 3 4 5. Coincidentally, maybe first one you'll get correct answer, but if you copy this and paste here, which is wrong. Why? I told you, right? What? Find is having a limitation. It always finds from the left side. It cannot find from the right side. If find is having an option to find from the right side, probably I can find the space from the right side. 1 2 3 4 5. Then 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4 characters from the right side. I'll get the answer. But unfortunately, find function is always looking from the left side. Now my question is, what formula you will write to get the answer? Everyone try for 2 minutes and keep the answer in the chat box. You'll get to know the power of text functions when you start solving. Okay, when you start doing any data mining. In those cases, we use text functions like anything, because which makes entire my work more simpler. Anyone? What is the excess formula I should use? Again, go here. Logic is extract everything after the space. I'm sure I need to use the space. That means I'm even sure that I need to use the find function also. But if I use the find function, it always looks from the left side. It will never look from the right side. So find function is having a limitation. How to overcome that limitation is my question. Okay. Okay. Let me give the answer. See, if you take find the space position in this, you will get wrong answers, because you'll get correct answers, but from the left side. So from the left side, 6 9 6 9 7 3. Are you going to extract these many characters from the right side? No. See, carefully observe what I'm trying to keep here now. I want to find the position of space. Okay, this space position. This is the space. I want to count from the right side. Okay, but unfortunately, Excel by default count from the left side by using the find function. Okay, it's having a limitation, it cannot count from the right side. Leave about this example normally. If I want to know how many people in the left side, let's say I'm in a classroom where there are, okay, right, this is right side, this is right side, and this is left side. Okay, I cannot count the people who are in the left side, right side, but I can count the people who are in the right side. Okay, so when there are two bunch of people, I cannot count them these people directly, but I can count them these people directly. Then how to get the answer for this? Simple. Count everyone in the class. Then you subtract left side people is nothing but right side people. Try to understand. Left side 10 members are there. Right side 4 members are there. I cannot count 4 members directly, but I can count these 10 members directly. So what I can do, first I'll count everyone in the class, 14. Then left side, I can easily do that. That is 10 because I can count them directly. So my answer is nothing but the number of members in the right side. Exactly. I'm going to use the same logic now. Check it out. I will use, first I want to count every character in the text. What is the function? Len is the function. Look into this text. Count total number of characters minus, I'll find the position of this space. Then you will get number of characters in the right word. Exactly. Say it out. Are these the number of characters in the right word? Yes. Now, this I need to use in the right function. Right, look for this value. Okay, look into this value for these many characters, extract. Do you think I'll get my answer? Absolutely. Okay, try to understand. Good. Let me give two formulas here. I'm just trying to give the formula text. Formula text for this one, and for this one, formula text. Okay, don't confuse, please. Okay, so that is the way we can use the text related functions. Okay, this is not over. I'm going to give you, let us try to work on another case study. Okay, one more case study. Let's say this time there is a sentence. The sentence is next batch of, next batch will start, next batch starts on 9th December. Okay, just as an example, or else, okay, you can take anything. uh, RG Verma is director. ICI exams are over. You can take anything. Okay. GST due date 31-3-2019. Oh, sorry. 31st 12 2019. Okay. Now, like that, you have hundreds of sentences are there. Okay. So in this, I want you to extract the last word. Try to understand. In this, like that, I'm having thousands of sentences are there. Always think in a bigger way. Now, can you tell me what is the logic behind this? I want to extract the last word. Okay, the logic is extract everything after the last space. Sorry, after the third space. Okay, when I'm stretching the word third, when I'm stretching the space also, that means both are relevant to me, right? Now we need to find, now I'm sure because I'm extracting from the right side, I need to use the right function, look into this, comma, then just now I learned about the total number of characters minus position of space. Within this, I'll get my answer. Sorry, within this, okay, then if I enter, can you tell me what's my answer? Everyone, please. If I enter, what is my answer? Try to understand and give me the answer in this case. Can you tell me what answer Excel may result? The answer is very simple. I'm looking into this cell, yes or no? Yes. Oh, I already got the answer because I entered mistakenly. Okay, no problem. Try to understand. I'm extracting from this cell total number of characters. So you will get the total number minus position of space. Left from the left side, what is the position of space? 1, 2, 3. So total number of characters, remove 3. Are you finding this entirely? So right side, these many characters, it's going to extract. So which is wrong actually. What I asked for, I want to extract the last word. Okay. Now to extract the last word, this is the formula which is wrong. Now, here what I need to tell to Excel, Excel, could you please find third space? Is it possible? No. Excel find function is having one more limitation. What is that limitation? Let me write the limitation box here. Okay. It's having one more limitation. It cannot find the text based on the instance number. That means if you want to have second space, third space, fourth space, sorry, find function cannot do that. Okay, then what I need to do? It's very simple in these cases. Now I need to go to the text category of the functions. Then I should identify which function can support the instance number. Instead of searching 450 plus functions, searching out of these functions are very simple. Okay, now majority of the functions we already know, but let me cover a function names substitute. Very important function. Have a look. There is a function names substitute. What is this function does? Okay, we can substitute a value in a text. User can substitute a text, okay, in a text. Okay. For example, let us take the same case study. Let's say there is a name Samantha. Now I want to substitute in this text. How many arguments are there here? Actually, 4. In which text? What is the old text? I want to substitute A with what? New text. Let's say Z. Fourth argument is what? Instance number. This is the only function which supports the instance number out of the entire Excel. No other case. You can ask the question, I want first one, I want second one, and so on. Maybe in 2 to 3 financial functions I'm going to cover tomorrow. So in this cell, look for this old text and get the answer. Okay, substitute with the new text. Fourth argument, I'm not giving anything. Then what is the meaning of it? If you ignore the fourth argument, it by default substitute every instance. Now try to understand the formula. Now equal to substitute. In this text, wherever A is there, substitute with Z. But this time, first instance of A. Now what is my answer? SZMANTHA. Very good. Now if I keep the same formula, substitute in this text, wherever there is A with Z, but this time second A. What's my answer? SAMZNTHA. Simple function. So you need to understand this is the rule. The only function in Excel in text functions category supports the instance number is substitute function. Okay, substitute is not a case sensitive. Substitute. Okay, look for the in this text, look for a, look for Z, substitute Z, close brackets. Okay, still, oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, so it is trying to look for uppercase A. Since it is not finding, it's not substituting anything. Okay, one more important rule, substitute function. This function is Case sensitive. Till now, we have seen three functions which are case sensitive. Can you list down the functions? In in fact, we found in the text category only. In the text category, the following functions are case sensitive. Can you tell me what are the functions? One is exact function. Do you remember? I have covered exact function, which is a case sensitive. The other one is find function. The other one is substitute function. Okay. Now, friends, with this knowledge, let us go and start trying to solve. I came to substitute function because in the logic there is a third space is there. That's the reason. Okay. Now, leave it. I'm sure this is a little difficult to solve, but now let us see if I can change the example. Friends, is my voice audible for everyone? Could you please confirm quickly in the chat box? Friends, yeah, great. Thank you, Vinith, for the confirmation. Okay, now try to understand. If I can change the example like this, now can you solve? Can you solve this assignment? Yes. Now it is very simple. Now the same formula. Look into this from the right side. Total number of characters minus position of underscore within this close bracket, close bracket. I got my answer. Earlier I did not get the answer because spaces are more than one. Now, when you substitute the third space with underscore, then my job is very simple. I'll find the underscore in this text because it is only at this place. So total number of characters minus position of underscore is nothing but the number of characters in this last word. My problem got solved. But what I'm trying to tell you, underscore is not part of your text. Sorry. That is just for the understanding I kept. Underscore is not there in your real example. Then immediately what happened? Value error. Why? Excel is giving me value error because it is finding underscore within this text. That means A14. This is A14. Is there underscore in the A14? No. Maybe in the A14 text it is not there. But can I build a text so that can I get the underscore instead of the third space? I think absolutely yes. Now, instead of A41, let me put a substitute function. Substitute in this text wherever there is a space with underscore, but which space? Third space, close bracket. Now, Excel will first solve this. Okay. What is the answer for this if I put F9? RG space Varma space is underscore director. Now it will find the position of underscore. That means in this text, position of underscore is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? My answer is 12 for this. Total number of characters minus 12. Total number of characters minus 12 is nothing but the number of characters in the director. So this entire result is nothing but number of characters in my last word. So right side, extract those many characters, I will get exactly the same answer. Try to understand. Now, let me make it pieces and pieces. How Excel will start, Excel first let us substitute. Friends, always while you are writing the formula, go to the extreme right side, write the formula, come one step back, towards the equal sign, then you can get the correct answer. You'll not confuse. Now, substitute in this text wherever there is a space with underscore. But which space? Third space. This is what my first thing. In fact, this is the one which I did here. Instead of doing here, I'm doing here. Now what I need to find? Find position of underscore. Yes or no? If you find the position of underscore, okay, then it has given you the number. Then these many characters I need to extract from the total number of characters of this. Then what will happen? My underscore is here. I got the position till here. Total number of characters till here is nothing but the last word number of characters. These many characters I need to extract from the right side. Yes or no? So this is nothing but my second argument of the right function. So put the right function in this text, extract these many characters. That's all. Okay, it looks little complicated, but if you understand the basics, this is very simple. Okay, so if anyone having any question, please let me know. The last assignment which I'm giving it to you for today, let's say if I take a sentence, Excelism next batch starts from 9th December. Okay, this is one sentence. Then let's take one more sentence from the same place. Now I can simply take GST due date is this one. Now let us take one more. Okay, uh, this Saturday I will be flying to Tirupati, just for the example. Okay, like that, there are hundreds of sentences are there. If I ask you to extract the last word, then what is the logic you are having? Okay, try to get logic in this case. Anyone? My logic is very simple. Extract everything after the last space. Here, what is most important? Space is most important. Last is also most important. Okay, you may be thinking that you can write the same formula what we have written here. If you write the same formula here, I'll tell you the answers. Your answer will be starts from 9th December, 31st December 2019, then will be flying to Tirupati. Why? Simple, right? Total number of characters in this cell minus position of third space 1, 2, 3 are nothing but the number of characters from S till here till here. This is what I'm extracting from the right side. This you will get the correct answer because this is the same example. Now here also total number of characters minus position of 1, 2, 3, and this is what your answer, right? So this is what your final answer. Now in this case, how to solve? If anyone having any question till here, please let me know. I'm giving this entirely as a assignment. Okay. So these all are the important text functions. This one, okay, we'll solve tomorrow. My request is please, whenever I give something as an assignment, I request you to at least spend some 15 to 20 minutes because while you solve, okay, you will get to know many things. Okay, you will get questions, you will get ideas. Maybe you may be having some better idea which can be solved in a much more simplest way and so on. So, but I can tell you one thing, the logic is again, if I put this formula and paste here, why I'm not getting my answer? Now let's look into the formula. In the formula, I kept a 3, right? What is the meaning of 3? Third space. Yes or no? Why? Earlier exactly 3 spaces are there. Now, are the number of spaces constant here? Same everywhere? No. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, 3. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, everywhere number of spaces are not exactly same. When number of spaces are not same, then what is the meaning? You cannot use this formula. But what you need to do, you should use some other formula that must give me how many number of spaces are there in that text. Okay, I'll solve here itself. Okay, because here it's not something very great. because this entire formula is same except this. So instead of these three, I should write some other formula which must give me the number of spaces in my text. So my question turned from extracting the last word to how many number of spaces in this text? Count the number of spaces. Can you tell me what is the answer? What is the formula I should write? What is the logic in this case? If I want to extract the number of spaces, can you tell me what is the logic in this entire problem? My logic is very simple. How to count? Okay, but can you count the spaces directly? No. So if I cannot count the spaces directly, then my logic can be total spaces with spaces, sorry, total space, sorry, total length with spaces minus total length without spaces. Simple. Try to understand. If I want to get the number of spaces, I can count the total number of characters minus I'll count the total number of characters without spaces. So again the question turned from number of spaces to how to remove the spaces first of all. If you remove the space, then you can easily get this. Now my question further step down to how to remove the spaces. Okay, simple. I can use substitute function. Substitute in this text wherever there is a space with blank text. Okay, now blank text means because in double quotation, if I keep a space, it's a space text. If I keep nothing in the double quotation, blank text. And if you observe, I'm not giving any fourth argument. What is the meaning of it? That means the instance number is nothing. That means every instance of space. Wow. Check it out. It has removed all the spaces. Now, if I want to get the number of spaces, total number of characters with spaces minus total number of characters without spaces. Yes or no? Is it nothing but without spaces? Absolutely. Now check it out. These many spaces are there. Is it correct? This one where I need to give, this one I'm going to keep instead of this. I think my problem got solved. Okay, now what Excel is doing, it is substituting the fifth space with underscore. That means here total number of characters till here is nothing but this. Then in this case, it is substituting the third space with underscore. That means here, then the total number of characters minus this is nothing but this. Now, in this case, it is substituting the seventh space. That means here, then total number of characters till here is nothing but the number of characters in the last word. That's all. But can I make everything together into one single formula? Yes. What is that? Now, friends, first what I need to do, I should get the how many spaces are there. But to get the how many spaces, what do you need to do? Total number of characters with spaces minus total number of characters without spaces. How to remove the spaces? Substitute in this text wherever there is a space with blank text. Sorry, I'm sure you all understood this simple formula. Now let me, len is the function which can count the number of characters in this text. These are all number of characters without spaces. Now I need to subtract this with number of characters with spaces. So that with spaces minus without spaces, number of characters I'll find, sorry, number of spaces I'll find in the text. This space, this instance of the space, I should substitute with the underscore. Do you agree with me? Yes. Then what I'm going to do, I'll use the substitute function in this text wherever there is a space with substitute with what? Underscore. But which space? That instance number is nothing but this entire formula. What is the observation here? Everywhere last space substituted with the underscore. Now what I'm going to do? Now I'll simply find position of underscore within this text. Friends, Can you tell me what is the answer? This is nothing but the position till here, till here, till here. But are you going to extract these many characters? No, I'm going to extract from the right side, last word. So total number of characters in this text minus position till the last space is nothing but the number of characters in the last word. These many characters I need to extract from the right side. So what I need to do? Right side in this text, extract these many characters. Absolutely. Okay. I know it is difficult to digest, but once you start working on this, you'll get to know the power of these functions. Okay. Now, this is what the final formula which I have written. Try to understand everyone. If anyone having any question till here, please let me know. Anyone? I think, I don't know whether members are. Okay. Sir, anyone having any, I hope you're following me. You need to 100% practice. There is no doubt at all. Okay. These all things looks very simple, logical, but that's the reason if you observe, I'm not just directly, this formula I can directly write, but to arrive this formula, what logics I'm just following, I'm just giving you everything one after other. Now, let us try to look into the important aspects in the text functions. The very important thing of the text function is most of the text functions, most, I think all of the text functions refer only one cell. That means in case of VLOOKUP function, where you need to take a range, in case of index function, where you need to take a range, match function, where you need to take a range, and so on. But in the text functions, you always need to refer one cell because out of that cell only it works. Now, all of the text functions refers only one cell. Then, second one. Find function is almost like match function. This comparison you should do while learning the functions. Why? Because once you start comparing, then you'll get to know the differences between two functions. So when real-time situation comes, you'll not confuse. Find function is almost like a match function. Why? Why? Because both functions are providing result returns the position number. Yes or no? But what is the difference? Match function finds a value within an array, within the range. Find function finds the text within the cell. That means scope of find function is a single cell. Scope of the match function is a range. When you start comparing, then you'll get to know the power. The thing which I'm trying to cover in this case is, let's say A is there, B is there, C is there, D is there, E is there. Now I want to find the position of C in range C83 colon C87. Then what is the formula you are going to write in this case? In this case, equal to match, look for C, where within this range, I'll get the position number exactly. My answer is 3. For example, there is a name, okay, Saran Kumar. Now, out of this name, find the position of uh, U in the cell E86. Then I'm going to write find function. Find what? Here also the first argument is find what. Here also first argument is find what. But here I'm finding the position, but here a cell, but here I'm finding a character. Now I need to find which character U. Where? Within this. Now get the position number. Okay. Both are exactly same. So my request, while you are reading something, start understanding the comparison. Once you understand the comparison, you'll get the clarity about match function, when to use, when you should not use. You should also get the clarity about find function, when to use, when you should not use. Both functions are having the common limitation. What is that? It always finds the first value. Match also, if C is even here, it will not pick up. It always takes this C only. In the find function also, even if you have U here, it will not pick up. It always takes this first U only. Okay, so this is what about the text related functions, very important functions. You will get to know when I start talking about a couple of other assignments from tomorrow. Friends, I think with this, most of the match functions, sorry, most of the functions are over except the financial functions. Why I am covering the financial functions last? Because remaining all other functions, you need to understand the nature of the function. But in the case of financial functions, than the nature of the function, first you need to understand the concept of that financial function. For example, I want to use present value. I want to use There's a function in Excel named PV. But if you want to use the present value, first you must understand how present value to be calculated, right? If I want to use NPV function, first we must understand manually how NPV should be calculated. Okay, so but don't worry, financial functions are very simple because it is just keeping the parameters one after other. It will not take more than 1 day time to me. So mostly tomorrow I'll close all the financial functions, most of the important financial functions, along with pending assignments. From Monday, as I said, Saturday and Sunday there is no session. Monday to next Friday my classes will happen. So all the analysis part I'll be covering there. I'll start covering the protection, I'll start covering the pivot table, then advanced filter, then I'll start covering the macros, I'll start covering what if analysis, if time permits solver. Okay, these all topics will be covering. Okay, if anyone having any question till here, please let me know. For tomorrow, I'll give you one assignment. In fact, this assignment asked by one of the participant in Chennai in FFD course, Forensic Accounting and Fraud Detection course, where I was teaching. He asked this question. Even when he asked the question, I surprised whether this type of requirement are also there in the market. Okay, but he said he's working with an investment bank and he's getting so many descriptions. By looking into the description, you want to do some analysis. So this is what the assignment for tomorrow. This assignment is very simple. What I want, I'm sure it takes a lot of time to solve. It's not that easy, but I request you to try. Today, NSE closed at, I don't know exactly, so I'm just randomly keeping 14,500 points with 2% down. He asked the question is, Mr. Sharon, we get the description like this. We get the description like this. Now, I want to count how many text words are there. Count how many text words are there in the sentence. Then what they do, because their description must have a standard sentence, standard words, and out of the standard words, text must be these many words. That is what is requirement. I asked him, is there any relevance for that? They said yes. If any extra text word is coming, the system will not accept that as a correct command or maybe correct narration. This comes as an error after a couple of days. So they want to use a small intelligence so that once they get the data, they want to write a formula and copy paste. automatically that should detect how many text words are there in every sentence. Like this, hundreds of sentences will be there. It's a validation for them to know whether correct text words are there or not. So now this assignment I'm giving it to you. I hope everyone understood the assignment. The assignment is very simple. Today NSE closed at 14,500 points with 2% down. How many text words are there in this sentence? Can you count normally, physical, manually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Considering 14,500 and 2% are not the text. Okay. So everyone try this, and this answer also I may provide tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll talk about financial functions. So let me take J14 text functions. And also I think I've covered assignment answer also. So that also I'll upload. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Friends, as you all know, I'll be starting the batch on 9th December, one more batch, because a couple of members are asking me. This time again, I would like to restrict the batch to maximum 10 to 15 people, 10 to 15 in between. So already yesterday we started getting the enrollments. If you think there is a worth of these classes with the money you are paying, okay, please refer your friends or any colleagues or anyone. Okay, so definitely we'll try our level best giving them the best knowledge. And please try to understand the price which you are charging is very less with compared to the market. You can just go and inquire. I'm seeing so many brochures where a lot of money they are keeping. And I'm not just saying that my classes are great, but we are covering as much as possible, much in depth. Okay, with our time permission, wherever it is possible. So if you want to get the same thing this much in depth, okay, with these many hours, you can just inquire in the market. Just refer for the next batch. And thank you so much. Don't miss tomorrow's session. Gonna be very important. We are going to cover the financial functions. Two assignments are pending now. One is conditional formatting in the case of offset. I am requesting you to practice that and try at least, because through which you will get to know a couple of basic architecture related. And this assignment also I request you to try, because you will get to know first of all where to start. Okay, don't worry, even if you don't get the answer, I'll cover in the class, but my request you first try so that you will get to know where you are. That's all for today. If anyone having any question, please let me know. Yep. Thank you so much, and see you all tomorrow at 6:30. Bye bye. I'll send this material right now in the WhatsApp. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, Vinod sir.